All right. You're live.
What's
How's
going
everyone
on, Ray?
doing?
Hey.
We got a full, as we can see, we have a full house tonight. We got Blackheart
Hey.
Knight, Tiny, David E. Persons, and NCR News Network.
And I have a question right off the bat. Does anyone know anything about Tyrant? What's his name? Tyrants Beware closing down his channel or something?
I don't know. I got the email about that.
Because all his videos are gone. His playlists are empty. And all he's got is a
Pirates
post
beware.
saying
I hadn't heard anything about him.
And he's got some post saying he's going to make some big announcement tonight. I just found out about it too. I didn't know anything about it.
I don't pay enough attention to him to know anything about the guy. Apologies about that, but no, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't too much follow Tyrants Beware.
Oh, he's got a upcoming live, I think it is, that says I'm done with YouTube.
That would tell me that he's probably shutting his channel down.
Wonder if he got demonetized or something.
I don't know. I know Doc sent us all an email about going live.
He got monetized because he only got 532 subscribers.
True that.
That's all? You mean out of all this talk that he does, he only got 532 subscribers?
Really? That's wow.
Well, there's tier 1 monetization now, where if you have 500 subscribers, I think 1,000 watch hours, you can get like memberships. But
no, you need 1,000 subscribers to go live, and you need 4,000.
I think back whenever I did it was 4,000 watch hours.
And yeah, you need it's 3,000 shorts hours or 4,000 regular long form video watch hours.
Well, when I got into it, it was 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours.
It's still that.
Are you sure about that? Because I don't have that many subscribers, and I can go live. I'm not monetized, but I can go live.
Yeah,
you can go live. Yeah, but you're not monetized.
You're not going to get monetized. Right?
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, whenever I got monetized, it was you had to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah, you still need the 4,000 watch hours. It's a lot. If you're not, if you only do lives like we do, it's a lot to obtain. But we're already at 600 watch hours. So I'm pretty proud of us,
Yeah.
I hit the 4,000 watch hours fast, but that's because I'm a workaholic.
Yeah.
When I started, it took me about 2 months to hit the 4,000 watch hour mark.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to take us quite a bit of time, but I don't care really about, neither one of us do, about actually being monetized. I find it probably would be harder for us to operate when we're monetized. Because now you can say whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Say whatever you're going to say. Yeah.
Yes and no. It's a lot easier when you're monetized. A lot of people think, oh, well, I can't say this. No, you just got to know the time frame. You can't say certain words before a minute and a half.
Right. That I do know. Be as angelic as you can be in the first 2 minutes, and then you could say certain words. And what for me is, though, you can't say certain words of drugs, or you can't say the word for silver bracelets, or it's weird things like that I'm just I don't know if I have the self-control.
Well, I've never had that problem when it came to describing bracelets, but I always try to be a little creative with it. That way I can be more entertaining.
Right. What speakers are you? So I'll give those speakers to whichever one of you're interested, NCR or Blackheart. I'm sorry, did I miss something?
Well, Highway Star, I would be interested in them, but they're yours. They look good on your wall as it is.
Oh.
Well, hey, Highway Star, how you doing, man?
Hey, Highway Star, I appreciate the offer, but I've got I've got so much stuff I already got to hang up. I don't need any
Yeah.
more.
Fine.
But
I
yeah,
don't have the wall space because I do yarn art and we hang up a lot of it. So, yeah. But they're nice. You should keep them.
I actually
Yeah,
do
really.
think they look good on your wall there because it does. It's a great conversation starter.
Exactly.
Sure is. So anyway, tonight's theme is Frauditor Arrests, and that
This-
speaks for itself.
well, this was actually the winner of the poll from last Sunday night.
Mhm.
They wanted to see fraudsters get arrested again, so
Well, who
we
doesn't
bought it
want to
too.
see that? I mean, I'd watch that all day long. It's my favorite thing to watch. Frauditors.
Right.
It's getting
Especially-
arrested.
I like when they get owned and get arrested.
Yeah. Or tased. Tased is the best if they get tased first.
And it just so
Yeah.
happens one of the videos that we're gonna start off with is on the panel tonight.
Blackheart Night.
Okay. Must be in
Oh,
CR
dear.
News Network then.
No, it's
Yeah, it could be
Blackheart
you.
Night.
Okay.
Hey, Frauditor Roundup.
Roundup,
What's
what's
up,
up, man?
Porter?
Hey, Roundup.
Frauditor
Been a while.
Roundup had a video out today. So,
What's going on,
Yeah,
fraud
yeah,
around?
so-
I'm glad to have you here.
It's been a while, Roundup. How you doing, man?
yeah. Been a while. So, as we know, we just said like Blackheart Night is here, and we also have a Blackheart Night video of an arrest, of course. So we're gonna do that first in case he has to drop off for any reason. So let me get my screen shared. Should have probably already been working on this. Sorry, guys.
All right. And let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Yes.
Exactly.
As you say, let's get this show on the road.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In my curiosity, in my research to find the stupidest people in the world, I ended up running across a Van Balian video with this particular Sovtard right here, where she was found with this Amnesty Coalition diplomat license plate. Now, out of curiosity, I decided to
Oh, those
up
guys
this
are a
particular
trip.
type of license plate right here and ended up discovering the source of this license plate came from a website that is called the Nation of the Amnesty Coalition. Now, I will leave a link in the description below so you can check out their questions and answers
Hey, Ray, can you stop it
section
for a second?
because it is hilariously stupid.
Are these guys serious? I was looking at this website. This has got to be a joke, right?
No, that's what we
seems
all
like a joke
thought.
to me.
That
Go ahead.
just, they're out of their, I don't know. These guys are nuts.
Yeah,
Hold
I
on.
was on this website yesterday, and this guy is crazy. I mean, he
Legal
calls
address
himself-
is 123 Purple Monkey Lane.
Yeah, it was that kind of stuff that made me wonder what the heck's going on here.
Jesus Christ.
but he's
I mean,
obviously
I looked at it
serious.
this morning and I thought it was some sort of freaking joke. And I'm like, this guy can't be serious. And I watched a couple of his videos, and yeah, the guy is a serious moron.
Yeah,
Is he actually expect to collect $1 million for this junk?
it's actually a million promises. I
Oh.
A
don't.
million promises.
Yeah, I don't understand that whole aspect. But
Hmm.
yeah, 1,
What
2,
you want him
3.
to promise to do, I wonder. That's scary.
Yeah, and people believe this stuff, whereas we think it's all got to be some kind of parody or joke. They're like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, Purple Monkey Lane. That's
Sounds
legit.
good to me.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say. It's a sucker born every minute. So,
Man, P.T.
Yeah.
Barnum was right, wasn't he?
yeah.
Seriously.
Hey, I bought that
Now,
magic
upon
potion to get Rhea Ripley to call me. It's gonna work.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna keep waiting a long time for that potion to work too.
Well, guys, you know
I
what?
bought
You know
the
what?
same potion, guys.
You guys,
I bought the same potion, and Keanu Reeves called me. Okay,
wow, really? I'm
works.
impressed.
It works.
Well, you guys know why all Frauditor jokes are one-liners, don't you?
No, are
That's
they?
why all the other Frauditors can remember them.
Bump, bump.
further investigation, I ended up finding the YouTube channel linked to this particular website under the channel name Brandon Joe Williams, Law Made Fun and Simple. So essentially, this guy is a Sovtard guru and leads people astray on his channel as far as how the law works. While I was examining his channel, I ended up finding this little nugget right here where he critiques a traffic stop where one of his license plates was found. And, well, it's about an hour long, so I'm not going to subject you to that particular, critique right there. I'll just critique his disciple that is in the video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this freaking S show on the road, shall we?
Can you stop?
We're not another car when we get there.
Stop.
Pull up your car over.
Hello, I'm trick-or-treating Mission State Police. Yeah, your driver's license on you? Speed, sir. I had to go 90 miles an hour down the hill back there. I was trying to catch up for a long time. I need to see your driver's license. 90 miles an hour? How did you clock that?
Let me take a guess, you soft-tart idiot. Maybe a radar?
My radar, sir. I need your driver's license. Your radar at? My radar is mounted in my vehicle. Where is your driver's license?
I forgot to mention that this video comes to us courtesy of Mitten Cam, and this soft-tart can be found in Michigan, where just like every other state in the union, there are different driver's license classifications, ranging from the standard driver's license all the way to the commercial driver's license. That's something these soft-tarts don't seem to understand, that there is a difference between standard and commercial driver's licenses. I mean, people like this soft-tart guru right here tend to lie to their audiences and tell them otherwise. Really should show our appreciation for that.
You don't have to be. Did you see the plate? I don't know what that plate is. It doesn't matter to me when you're speeding. It's a traffic violation. I haven't read this. It's a violation, right? Yes, sir. Okay. So, violation is for commercial capacity. No, it does not matter what capacity you're in. It's a violation of speed. Where is your driver's license? I'm in a private capacity. Okay. Where is your driver's license?
Well, Mr. Private Capacity Soft-tart jackass, yeah, you do realize that as somebody who's driving on the roadways of Michigan, that you are obligated by law to follow those, speed limits, because you can be held liable should you get into an accident going at those speeds. 90 miles an hour on the freeway, yeah, you might end up destroying somebody's vehicle totally and ending somebody's life. Yeah, and then you will be up the creek without a paddle.
Yes, you do. I am conducting a traffic stop. By law, you have to identify yourself. I have to identify myself? Yes, sir. For what reason? Because I am conducting a traffic stop, aren't you? You are in violation of the law. No. I stopped you. I am conducting an investigation of the violation. You must identify yourself according to Michigan law.
So you said a violation, and that's not breaking the law. That's a code. Code is a commercial thing.
It is not commercial. It doesn't matter if you're going to get ice cream at McDonald's. I can stop you for speed.
You can stop me. You have no reason.
Where is your driver's license?
Everything illegal. That's
okay, where is your driver's license? Yes, you do. By law, you are required to identify yourself to a police officer.
I'm not traveling in a commercial
It does not matter what capacity you're traveling in.
It matters.
It does not matter what capacity you are traveling in. What about the plates? What are the plates supposed to mean? I know nothing about what that plate means.
Commercial capacity. I'm a federally registered private car.
What does that even mean? That means nothing to me. Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Trooper Cheney with the Michigan State Police. I work at the Brighton Post. My badge number is 1245. Now I have asked you to identify yourself, and you will identify yourself.
Reasonable articulated suspicion for the stop is speed.
Yes, sir.
From a radar gun.
Yes, sir.
That you think that you pointed at.
It's mounted in my vehicle. It's pointed at everybody.
Yeah, probably have it. Did you know that state troopers, that all police officers all around the world have testicular cancer because they're pointing these guns at themselves all day?
Wait a minute. What?
Oh,
That's a very
Yeah, he said that. He said that. There's no proof of that.
Those guns do not emit radiation to cause carcinogenic effects to people.
They're all infrared. What is he talking about?
I've heard more than him say that sovereign citizens tell police that a lot now. They must have heard it off of one of their gurus.
That is
Somebody
one of the stupidest things I have ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, somebody needs to tell this guy if it doesn't work for Megan and Harry, it ain't going to work for him.
He must be one of the glue sniffers from the 80s.
Must be.
Yeah.
Dang.
They just
forgot to stop sniffing.
Conspiracy theorists.
And before you play the video, I just want to say, is this Lois Einhorn?
Yes, that's the evidence scene from Ace Ventura. So,
yeah.
Entertaining story, but unfortunately, real detectives have to worry about that little thing called evidence.
Do you have any evidence for your claim right there, dude? Because I know a lot of people that have had that form of cancer, and they were nowhere near radar guns. So, yeah, please try again.
Oh, I haven't experienced that, so I feel for those state troopers. I need you to identify yourself. What is your name?
You don't have a reason to ask for my.
What is your name?
You don't have a reason to ask for my identification.
Yes, I do.
Do not.
Yes, I do. I am here on the side of the road with you. You need to identify yourself.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, you did. That is why I'm stopping you.
No.
Why did you roll?
Please call your supervisor.
I want to speak to your. For what reasoning? What reason do I have to call my supervisor? Because you don't want to listen to me? Because you are not obeying the law?
Yeah. So in line with the law.
You are not identifying yourself.
I don't have to identify myself.
You have to identify yourself. Identification now. You need to step out of the vehicle. Yes, you have. That's why I am stopping you. Okay. You want to sit here and keep on doing that? You are escalating the situation. You need to identify yourself to me. I am not going to argue with you anymore. You will step out of this vehicle and you will identify yourself. The faster you cooperate with that, the faster we can get you back on the road.
Jamie.
It's Trooper Cheney. I already said that. Badge number 1245. What am I calling my supervisor for? What am I going to tell them? Let's have you call him right now. What am I going to tell my supervisor?
You pulled me over in what capacity?
Speed violation. 90 miles an hour on the freeway where it is marked 70.
So you can hand me the ticket.
I can't ticket you if I don't know who you are.
I don't want this to get any bigger than it is.
Then identify yourself.
Yes,
you can take your name. What is your name?
I don't need to identify myself. I'm not going to.
Well, according to Michigan state law, you do have to identify yourself at a traffic stop, you dipshit. But that doesn't really matter right now, considering backup has just arrived.
Do not leave. I think he's a sovereign citizen, but he's not.
Watch yourself out.
He's not listening to anything I'm saying, so we're gonna get him out of the car. He's not identifying himself. He's not telling. I've told him to step out of the car multiple times. All right, are you listening to me? Okay, I need you to step out of the car like I've asked multiple times. My supervisor is not going to come all the way down here for you not listening to me. I do not need a supervisor for you to identify yourself or step out of the vehicle. You are disobeying lawful order. You are not free to go. Not obeying lawful order to identify yourself or step out of the vehicle.
I have the right.
You are to step out of the vehicle and identify yourself now.
I have the right to a counselor, right?
You are being detained right now. You need.
Why do they always think that? Why do they always think I get a phone call, I get a lawyer right now?
It's all a big power play. They just want to think.
All attorneys do.
It's obscene. It really is. It's just they need to start going back to the old-fashioned Texas County Sheriff thing. You ask, you tell, you make. That's it.
Okay. They really do need to go back to that.
Yeah, I just think they think they're entitled to an attorney. They think they can get a supervisor, that the supervisor is going to be like, oh, Mr. Sovereign Citizen, you are absolutely correct. Let me go horsewhip my officer.
To quote John Legato, too much talking.
Too much talking. Not enough ripping out of the car.
You know what? I would be okay if they just tase them, then rip them out of the car.
Well, that's not going to happen in this video.
Unfortunately.
Steven, you know what? Because you don't have a stupid brain that thinks this way. You understand what your consequences are. You have the ability of forethought, to think ahead. If I don't do this, this is going to happen. These people think that they just keep spouting this nonsense. The officer's going to get tired of it and just be like, fine, go.
Well, it gets back to the ability to have critical thinking. Now, I realize all sovereign citizens and all frauditors are good critical thinkers because they criticize everybody, but that's not what it means.
No, that's not what it means. It's not what critical thinking. And you cannot teach common sense. Okay, you just can't. And obviously, they don't have it if they're sovereign citizens.
To step out of the vehicle, unlock the door. You are not understanding anything that I am saying up to this point. Yes, you will identify yourself. All right. Let me call my supervisor real fast.
What'd you catch?
I think he's one of those sovereign citizens. He hasn't said it, but I don't think that's a real plate, and he won't identify himself, won't listen to anything. He said that he's not traveling in a commercial capacity, so he's
sovereign citizen. Well, no shit. Probably try as a office employee or an elected official, and they usually believe in that.
If you think you can talk to him, it'd be better.
Let me go throw my vest on real quick.
We'll have you provide some sort of ID so this doesn't escalate to the point where we don't want it to.
My supervisor's on his way. We've also got an elected employee that's here if you would rather talk to him. He's coming up here to talk to you in just a minute, all right?
You are the only one. You can. I'm not going to stop you from making a phone call. I mean, it's a crank window. We can just push down on it.
Probably.
It's not motorized.
If I go that route, though, he's going to jail.
Huh?
If I go that route, though, he's going to jail. 1233 secure.
Oh, I mean, we're pretty much already there. If he doesn't know himself.
Well, after about 30 minutes of them trying to get this asshat to listen to reason, they finally decide to take him in. So let's roll that beautiful bean footage, shall we?
Yes, they probably will.
We have 19 lawsuits.
What's going on?
I do have 1983 lawsuits.
Okay.
Oh,
Are they criminal?
No, I'm saying.
Okay. I'm not worried about that because I'm acting within the law right now. You are not acting within the law. I am giving you one more chance to step out of the car on your own.
Well, you're not going to get your help.
You don't get one right now. I have. You don't get one right now. You'll get one. You'll get one before you see a judge.
So you want to see your lawyer right now? You want to see him on the side of the road? Yeah, that never works out. That doesn't happen. You see your lawyer right before you see the judge. Of course, you know these idiots are going to complain about them not getting their due process when they're, of course, in the middle of their due process. They're just too blind and stupid to see it.
Right now. Yes, you will get one before you see a judge. You have a right to remain silent if that's what you would like before talking until you have talked to a lawyer.
I have a right to counseling. You're not giving me that.
No, not right now.
So I can.
You don't have a right to
Step out of the car. That was your last chance.
Hey, hold on. That's the second window I gotta fix, man.
All right.
Oh no!
That
Put your
tells you
phone down.
everything you need to know right there.
I'm gonna tell him else.
Step out of the car. Turn and face your vehicle.
He said I could keep my phone recorded.
No, put your phone down.
It's going to be arrested right now.
I'm gonna leave it recording. I'm just gonna sit it here.
You had way too many chances to step out of that car.
You have a chance to give me a lawyer and you won't.
You can get a lawyer before you see a judge.
Now, before I close the video out, I'm going to, well, show you a bit more of his ride to the police station where he tries to play the victim card. So let's roll that beautiful bean footage, shall we?
No, because you still did not identify yourself. You still would have been pulled out of the vehicle.
I'm not gonna talk to you no more. I tried. I'll see you in court.
Yeah,
You guys are trying to generate revenue, and I was just happy to be the target.
Good morning.
You don't know that's what you're doing, but that's what you're doing.
Okay.
And
You learn something new every day.
it's just going to cost. Now, I get the public servant part. I get, serve and protect, but stalking people and being a road pirate isn't it. You poaching people from the blind isn't it. That's not serving and protecting.
I was behind you. I wasn't poaching anybody from the blind.
Say, you're hunting. I'm not hunting. I'm just traveling. You're hunting me. You hunted me down. And now you're going to escalate this so you're in federal court. You're going to remember this forever.
Okay.
Now you got to feel a little bit of sympathy for this Sovtard right here, considering that he was merely a disciple of this jackass right here who leads people astray. And you know what? Here's the funny part. He calls his disciples Picklarians. I mean, good freaking grief, dude. I mean, you have a little cult going on and you call yourself Picklarian. I would not take a cult seriously if they called themselves Picklarians. I mean, yeah, it's, well, just, I don't know what to call it at this point. I have no words for it. I mean, that goes way beyond stupid, way beyond idiotic, way beyond a bunch of simpletons. Yeah, there has to be another word for it somewhere. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
This could be some groundbreaking stuff right here.
Stupid. I think you're muted, Ray.
Yeah, I was, but I wasn't trying to say anything.
I wish they would do one thing with the police. They need to train them. There's one option they are not using at all. If you guys remember that video of J.C. Haig in the airport with that really tall cop who was busting him, when he threatened his pension, he said something that I wish every cop in the country would listen to. That is an attempt to, I mean, he's attempting at that point to coerce that police officer into derelicting his duty. That is a felony. Anytime you attempt to coerce a public official to not do their duty, that is a felony. And anytime they threaten their pension, anytime they say you're going to lose your qualified immunity, I'm going to sue you, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, that could be construed and charged as coercion of a public official. I wish they would do it. I don't know why they don't.
They should.
So he called his followers Picklarian.
Yeah, Picklarian.
Picklarian, whatever. They like pickles.
Just as what he can do with his pickle. Ugh.
And their mascot is the pickle.
Because if that was me, I'd ask them, well, do y'all come from the planet Pickletaria?
Yeah.
Well, he definitely come from another planet, but that's another discussion.
all over the website. He is literally telling these people, I treat you like you're a big joke, and they still believe in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like I said before, a sucker born every minute. They fall for it.
Hi, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Thanks for being here. But wow.
Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick. All right, let me.
I wonder where the name Pickletarian comes from. That's weird.
I looked it up. It has something to do with people who are very picky about what they eat. So they're either pickletarians or they're.
Well, a pickletarian is somebody who eats fish exclusively.
No, it's pickletarian.
Yeah, but a pickle. I don't know what a pickletarian is. That's weird.
No, you talk about I think you're talking about a pescatarian.
Yeah, pescatarian.
Pescatarian. I do.
Yeah.
They only eat fish.
How do you spell pickletarian?
Pickle.
Okay.
And then a T. Iarian.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. I looked it up earlier.
Of course, a lot of what it pulls up is pickleball, which is probably pretty appropriate. Interesting.
I'm telling you, you have to be off your rocker if you calling your followers pickletarians.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking whenever I first looked that up, and this guy is not taking any of this seriously. That's what I thought, but his followers certainly do.
And his followers I guess they haven't noticed. They're the ones that's going to jail. He's not.
Yeah.
He's taking their money while they're going to jail.
And it's literally all over the website that this is just nothing but a joke, and he's still getting people to believe in him. I mean, give me a break. I don't feel bad for any of those people. They deserve what they get.
They really do.
Have you read the introduction page on this?
Yeah.
Back in March of 2022, when I first launched my original website, www.onestupidfword.com, I wanted to have a place where anyone could come and learn more about their nationality, taxation, and their relationship with the world. Oh, this guy. I suspect this is pretty funny.
Yeah, I didn't want to stay on the website for too long because I get worried about if they're being monitored by law enforcement at all.
Yeah, because they may pick up some of the people that be on there. That's what I'm saying. But as you can see for the next video, we got a familiar face on the screen.
Yeah. It's a
Good old Hezekiah.
Good old Hezekiah. Yeah.
Whiz.
Let's see who he found that got arrested. Sorry.
In today's misadventure, my friends, a villainous rapscallion frauditor attempts to infiltrate a Social Security office with his unauthorized camera. When our hero, a former policeman now security guard, gives him what for in the most glorious display of courageous wisdom I've seen since the days of P. Barnes.
It's the Kim Blandino Show.
Alrighty, guys, we are here at the Social Security Administration building. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen over the past couple of months, all summer, these Social Security buildings have been getting run through the ringer. How horrible the employees at these places are acting. So I figured I'd go to my local Social Security Administration and take a look. Sorry. River Hunter, blah blah blah. Firearms. Oh. Yep. 2-hour wait.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm PSO Frost with the VidTech STI.
Uh-huh.
Just asking, you're okay to film as long as you have permission from the manager inside the federal facility. And you have entered into a federal facility. Come on, guys. And you're subject to administrative inspection. We're looking for weapons and/or explosives. Does anyone have any of these items in their possession?
No.
To include pepper sprays, mace, pocket knives, blades, cell phones. Okay. Did you see the sign over here that says no photography without permission and stuff?
I did not.
It's clearly marked. So I just want.
Is there
guys, you have masks? Oh, did I? Okay, I got two there.
We don't have masks with us. Are there?
I have some masks up front here. Hi, hon. Okay, come on in. Welcome, guys. You've entered into a federal facility subject to administrative inspection. They're just looking for weapons and/or explosives. You have any of these items in. Okay, sir. You still don't have permission yet, so I'm gonna ask.
I'm letting you. I got to read the sign first. I'm just waiting for everyone to get on
Well,
board.
then folks, move over here.
All right, here.
This young
Let's
man,
trade
because
signs here with everyone. Real quick.
The federal police officer that's on his way will ask me if I get that, right away.
Okay.
No weapons, cell phones, and that. Okay, guys, each of some masks. I get to the left on the desk.
Okay.
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 You did see the sign, right?
Question. It says right here it's federal law. Where's the law? Where's the MRS code for that?
It's not the MRS code.
Oh, well, okay. Well, what's the federal law?
Yeah. The rules and regulations governing a federal facility. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's in one of these. They're CFRs. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, you have to have permission from the management or whatever to do that. So I'm going to ask you again.
Okay. Are you just want me to step outside right now?
You can step outside.
Can you give me a copy of this then? Because I'd like to read it.
Okay. You can go on the website and get it. Okay. I do not have time. I'm working. Okay.
It's not their job to teach the law.
But I'm pretty sure.
Exactly. It is not his job.
I mean, if you're that ignorant of the law, go learn it and come back.
It's funny how he said federal statute, and he then said, well, it's the MRS. No, it's not a revised state statute. Federal.
I remember this guy because I covered him. He was totally ignorant of the different, like, state statute, federal statutes, all of that.
Yeah, I remember this one too. Yeah. It's 41 CFR 10274, as I recall.
You are correct, sir.
420.
You see, this is why we have Black Heart Night and NCR on panel tonight. They can actually recite the codes.
Because I see them so often. I can look them up in my sleep these days.
I literally have notebooks with different state laws, federal laws in that.
Yeah, and it's easy to search it on Google. It is. Google.
Well, it's important to know the basics. Remember that time, was it Rogue Nation broke in on one of our live streams? I think it was one of those guys.
Probably.
They just spouted off all of this completely inaccurate. They would just spout off something hoping nobody would check. And fortunately, me and a couple other people that knew most of it and would just call him on every single one. He finally got so aggravated, he rage quitted. It was just, it was funny to watch, but they really abuse that kind of stuff just amazingly. It's astounding how arrogant they get. They say, well, that's what the law says, and here's it is, and blah, 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 and they'll just rattle off some numbers. And
Ray, I'm sharing the law on the screen right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me find it. It's somewhere here. Okay. All right, give me a second.
Yeah, This is the one that I always quote that they get wrong every single time.
Yep.
Of course they do. They don't read it.
No, they don't.
They don't fully read it. They stop. It's like the rest just disappears in their mind. They just like, there's nothing more to read. I read what I needed to read. It says I can record for news purposes if I want to.
Yeah, well, I read the last paragraph that says I can't.
Right. It says I need
Yeah.
permission. Yeah. All right.
I'm pretty sure on these it'll say that if I'm here gathering content for news media, then it's okay.
No, sir. I'm not aware of that. No.
Absolutely. Do you got a cut? What's your name?
Absolutely. You can't be in here. You can
You
film.
don't have permission to start with being here filming.
You can film.
If you come in without your camera,
One person at a time. One person at a time.
If you need to film any of this literature here,
yeah.
If you need any of that information, you can.
That's what I'm
you
doing.
You can't be in the facility filming.
Okay.
You can't be filming people. You can't be filming the customers that come in.
Why is that?
Privacy. Don't you know
Because
everyone
it's the law,
has a
you
right,
idiot.
right to privacy? Privacy Act. They don't need you to know their personal business. Just like we don't need to know. I don't need to know your personal business.
You
know,
guys are
all-
talking about private personal information in the
Federal
public
law,
lobby?
SSA
It's not a public
policies,
lobby to start
Yeah,
with, sir.
yeah. I was asking him about this.
Okay, I think
Where's
I'm saying that he's in a public building, and he's not. He's in a government building owned by the federal government.
and
Not the
Right there, you
That's
can
what
see
you're
it.
under, so that's why
Calm
you
All
down.
the
Okay,
information on those
but you're
signs at the
interfering with
bottom.
my duties and everything.
you approached me. I didn't approach you.
Here's the thing.
Well, of course you introduced
One person at a guy. I'm trying to stay calm here. Calm down.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
There's the law.
No,
If you're not going to abide by that, I will call federal police and you can talk to them. I'll have them come down. You can discuss it with them.
Where's it says it's federal law, but what's the code? I got to be able to look it up.
You
No,
can't
you
look
don't.
it up.
How? I need to know the code.
That's not. Here's the policy here.
Okay, so, real quick. What was okay? Well, you heard it. You heard it yourself. That guy said I could stay in here and take pictures. So
No, he didn't.
I guess that's what I'll do. I'll read all this and figure out what's going on here.
He said exactly the opposite.
No, he said he could stay and record all the literature in the vestibule, but he couldn't
Oh, I
go
thought he meant
in.
inside. Okay, I misheard him. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, and he couldn't go in and record inside the building.
But
Like,
isn't
fully in.
but isn't there rules on videotape? It's almost somewhat like Poster 7.
Yes,
He-
there's
it's
it's slightly different.
Yeah, but it's
But
funny
only-
how he's
only
not
slightly.
recording it though.
Well, if you look,
The main difference, Mr. Thomas, is this. When it comes to Poster 7, it states if the installation head or staff or security force tell you for the federal regulations, the CFRs, it states if you do not have permission to film, you cannot do it. And now, thanks to USB Cordova, as long as there is a sign posted, you cannot film past that sign.
Right.
gotcha. And then what also may not help him if you look in the reflection. He also have masked all the way up. Not like a face mask, as you can see. This is an older video. A full mask on.
Yeah, and it's funny how he's not recording the actual sign that he's reading, so his audience can see it.
Yeah, because
Why
their
is
audience
that?
is not going to look it up. They'll believe every word the frauditor says. They don't. I mean, the frauditor sycophants. Their audience does not do any research themselves.
Well, hey
Yeah.
guys, let's do one thing real quick. Let's actually read it. Photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes. Photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums when used for public means, except where prohibited by official signs or security force personnel or other authorized personnel or a federal court order or rule. Other photographs may be taken only with the permission of the local postmaster or installation head. The end. Period. Full stop.
Okay, well, that's Poster 7, though. This
Right.
isn't Poster 7.
Yeah, this is 41 CFR.
Yeah, 40, but that's based on 41 CFR.
Yeah. Just worded a bit differently.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Excuse me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to place your votes for the greatest journalist of all time awards. Our nominees this year are Marie Colvin, who lost an eye from a grenade explosion while working on a report, saved over 1,500 people's lives in another report, and was killed during a report intentionally by an explosion. Our next nominee is Margaret Bjork White, aka Maggie the Indestructible, who was a World War II battlefield journalist who survived not only being on the battlefield, but a direct torpedo attack and a helicopter crash. And don't forget our next nominee, James Foley, who was beheaded for reporting in Syria. And of course, Robert Capa, who photographed the storming of the beach at Normandy, and after surviving that, ended up dying while working on a story in Vietnam from stepping on a landmine. And finally, our final nominee for the greatest journalist of all time, this idiot for showing up to the Social Security office in a Guy Fawkes mask.
I love it.
I found the rule that gives me permission, sir. Hey, sir. Sir, I need to talk to you.
No, you don't.
Okay. Calm down. Calm down. It's not that serious. Calm down. This guy wants to get loud with me.
Okay, since we have it for this moron here, I got it pulled up. CFR CFR 41 subsection 102-72.420. Except when security regulations, rules, or orders or directives are displayed in a federal court, or any ruling prohibited by a person entering federal property may take photos of spaces occupied by the tenant, agency, or non-commercial purposes only with permission of the occupant agency. That's section A. Section B, there's section C. Building entrances, lobbies, floors, and corridors may be taken for news purposes. But there's section B that states you still need permission. Nothing he has done shows that he is there for news purposes. He is there for commercial purposes. He needs permission. Even as press, you still need permission.
That pretty well settles it. You're right.
Not exactly, because the frauditors are gonna cry persecution and everything like that.
Well, he's already saying that he found the law that lets him record. So that's going to be interesting.
And he sounds like a little kid going, "Hey, I found it, mister. I found it. Can I talk to you? Let me show you."
But the problem is, even on the federal rules and regulations that they have posted there, it states for commercial purposes or news purposes, you still need permission.
Yeah. When there's
And
a
the problem
public
is
meeting.
they can't read.
No, not if there's a meeting in general.
Yeah.
They got to have a public meeting before any of that can happen. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Oh,
Right. Cyberbax, you have a good point. It's not that serious as he's like banging his chest like, let me in. You know. Must be that serious to him.
Yep.
But my question is, I always ask, what journalist goes around fully masked up like this idiot does?
That's neither here nor there. No journalist would do what he's doing, period, with or without the mask.
Who is that idiot? Is his name Sidewalk Boy? I think something like that. That guy is. He does that with the mask all the time and just threatens everybody. Why is that guy not in jail? Does anyone? I mean, he's just another example.
He's in California.
Well, that explains a lot. Okay, never mind.
God. So it says right here. You'll see it. Right. Just had it. There we go.
Now, pay close attention, just like with poster 7, how when there's nobody in the room to hear him, he reads the whole paragraph. But later on, when he uses that to show that he can do what he does to other people, he skips the part that says that they can ask him to stop. Of course he does.
Photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes, except where security regulations, rules, orders, or directives apply, or a federal court order or rule prohibits it. Space occupied by a tenant agency. Yeah, that's right here. Are you gonna come out? See, like right here, this has got a CFR. You got to have one on that too.
No, you don't.
See, like right here, you got a CFR that backs up what this says, except this one. Hey, sir. Sir. Can I?
No, you can't.
I really am not trying to be argumentative. I just want to be able to
Yes,
talk
you are.
without
Liar.
getting all excited.
What I'm saying is, I'm not going to give you the statute on that. You can look that up.
Well, that's actually what I was trying to show you over here. Like, I'm
You
not
don't-
trying to be
They don't
argumentative.
want to see. They don't care.
Please ask me to pause. And they don't need a statute on it.
This guy,
Especially
I
'cause
mean, where
it's-
do these guys come off telling these officers what they have to do and how they have to do it? It's none of, they don't have any authority to tell them anything. These cops need to start cracking down a little bit. This is,
They think they do, though. That's the thing. I have a camera. I could tell you what you have to do.
It's all a power play.
yeah, it's all a big psychological power struggle thing. It's just
I
ridiculous.
mean, he obviously read that first opening sentence under that CFR and still blew past it and said, I can do this. That blows my mind. Like, do you not have reading comprehension skills?
Well, that's kind of answers its own question, doesn't it? No, of course they don't.
It's on your wall. I'll show you right here. It says right here. Photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes are allowed on this property. It says it right here.
No, it doesn't.
This is a GSA. This is federal law. And like over here, what you were saying,
lying.
Let's have a piece of paper up saying I can't do something, like right here. CFR. That's got a law code attached to it.
Right.
You've got no law attached to it because there isn't one.
That's fine.
When are these brain-dead, idiotic, moronic, troglodyte, insignificant, lens-licking, creepy, pee-pee, cran-munching, jackwagon douche canoes realize that if there's no CFR behind it, that doesn't mean if you keep pushing that they're going to just get rid of the posters. No, they're going to actually create the CFRs. They're going to pass more laws that do restrict your activity. You boneheads.
The way it works is, this is, like you said, it's government property funded by the people. My taxpayers.
Oh, you're going to tell us how it works. Oh, okay.
So if it's a public area, I've got the right to come in and record.
No, you don't.
All right. Well, is he calling someone?
Yeah.
Okay. Then they'll come out and let you guys know.
No, they won't.
You're not coming in the facility, sir.
You can't block the doorway, sir.
You're not coming in the facility.
Sure. This is a public lobby, right?
No, it's not.
We can detain you, and you can come in the facility, and you'll be detained.
You're a law
or you can
enforcement
step
officer?
out. Or you can step out here.
Time out.
Yeah.
You're under the impression this is a public building. It is not, sir.
It's
It is-
not?
No, it is a government building owned by the United States government.
Like I just explained to him. Okay. The government is funded by we the people.
That's fine.
Okay. No, just he hear me out. Please hear me out. Okay.
Now,
No.
ladies and gentlemen, you are about to witness this mere security guard go from public servant to absolute legend.
You need a history lesson, young man. We live in a republic. We have representatives that represent us.
Yeah.
Those representatives make the rules and regulations.
Okay.
They say you cannot come in here and do that.
Where does it say that? What is? It's got to be a law, right? In America, like you said, we do whatever we want unless there is a law that says we can't. Right?
Sir, can you not just be a man and do as you're told for once?
You're very demeaning.
Okay,
So
I'm not being demeaning.
You're telling me to be a man, and I'm trying to talk to you, but
I want you to be respectful, young man, and walk back out the door before you actually get arrested.
If you want respect, you got to give it. For what? Disorderly conduct? Do you even know the stat? Then what did you say?
Sir, I happen to be retired law enforcement. I know exactly what it is.
That explains a lot.
You're arguing with me, and that's being disorderly to start with.
How is disorderly? I have to incite fear, violence. You've got to be. You approach me.
You don't. 6'3", a lot bit larger than I.
So you approach me and then fear for your life? That sounds really stupid.
Sir, please.
You're blocking the doorway to a public building.
I am not blocking the door to a public building. It is a government building owned by the government, not you.
You're being disorderly, sir. You really need to lower your voice.
I'm going to give you about 3 more seconds.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to escort you out.
You can try.
I can try?
You can try. You put your hands on me, it's going to be a problem.
Young man, I've had a lot bigger than you. A lot bigger and uglier than you.
Good.
I'll tell you.
Good.
You are nothing. All right?
That's perfect. Neither are you, sir.
Well, I appreciate your
opinion.
I don't know why. Why are you even doing this?
If you would have asked me that to begin with, maybe we could have avoided all of this. Like, I've asked you numerous times to calm down, but you keep on to escalate. Here, you want to stop blocking the doorway for this gentleman?
I am not blocking anything. This gentleman knows very well I'm going to take care of him.
Go ahead.
Good morning, sir. No weapons of any kind brought to
Do we have any what?
Any weapons of any kind. You cannot. What are you doing? Still.
I'm not talking to you.
Business.
Conduct it. I'm not stopping you.
Step back, sir. Please. Step in, sir. Okay. You don't want to eat your private meal.
Sir. Whoa. You can't do that.
Guess what, Pumpkin? He just did.
What is his name? What is his name? Getting a little out of hand here. Are you locking these people in a building that's against fire code? I thought you were a police officer.
He's not locking them in, you idiot. He's locking you out.
Gosh. You know, locking the door to a public building is against fire code?
It's not a public building. I wish you would understand that.
You sound foolish when you say that. Who pays for it if it's not public? Like, who pays for it if it's not public? It doesn't make no sense. You sound goofy.
You really need to take a government lesson.
I worked for the government, sir.
Well, apparently not. But you
Apparently
would know
not.
that you're in a government building and not a
Which is public. What is the difference between public and government? How is something public? It's funded by the public. This is like the sidewalk. This is just a limited public forum, sir. You need to learn the law.
This idiot just said it's a limited public forum. You need to learn the law. Yes, it's a limited public forum, not a traditional public forum. You need to learn the law, idiot. Just repeating words that you heard on the internet doesn't mean you know what they mean or that you understand them. Douche canoe.
Are they on their way?
Yes.
Okay, all right, good. Gosh. God. Hey, sir. No. I need yours and his name, please. So they have locked the doors. Locked the doors. Both of them locked. Yeah, both of them are locked. This is a fire hazard. You realize that, right? Yeah, well, I disagree. I really disagree. I'm pretty sure locking people in a building is illegal.
All right, because this video has more empty space than this living monstrosity's skull, I'm going to skip ahead to some of the good parts.
Are you guys still keeping me out? So they can come in, but I can't? Wow. What about my service? Do I get to come in? Do I get to come in?
No, sir.
Oh.
Back off.
What? I'm trying to get service.
Do it now.
Don't put your hands on me, sir. Do not put your hands on me. I'm trying to come in the public building. He touched me. Unwanted touch is assault. I'll defend myself. I'll defend myself if you touch me.
Come on!
Step on in, gentlemen. If I can speak to you right quick.
Yeah. How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Sir,
Sir,
out
outside.
the door.
Is this not a public building?
Outside.
it is
You
not.
cannot be in here videotaping.
Step back.
You see you're doing this?
Absolutely.
You guys see this?
Absolutely.
This is assault.
No.
This is assault. I'll defend myself. You guys are going to watch me defend myself. He's touching me. He's touching me.
I'm just gonna grab inside the store and then this officer can talk to you.
I can talk to you outside.
I'll talk to you right here.
No, outside the building I would prefer.
Well, thanks for letting me know what you...
Facility.
Do you have ID on
I
you,
just
sir?
got a camera for Christmas.
Yeah,
We have nothing else
Sir,
to
do you have ID on you?
Of course I do. I don't ever go anywhere
Can I
without
have your ID?
No, you can't.
Okay, well, we've had a call for service, so I
Okay.
have the right to identify you.
You've got the right to ask me, but you don't have the right to ID me.
I do because it's a call for service that we have potentially have a charge on, i.e. trespassing.
Okay.
So I actually do have a right to identify you.
You've got the right to ask.
And do you really want to push this? Because the next thing
Push what?
happens if you refuse to identify yourself, we can arrest you for trespassing. I can just put you in handcuffs
In a
and
public
take you to
building, though?
jail. It's still a private entity. They do have the right to refuse service
No,
to
there's
anyone.
okay. Can I talk to a supervisor, please?
I can call one when we're
Please.
done.
Well, no. There's the
Okay.
information you're giving me is not correct, so I'd rather just talk to a
126
supervisor.
to 120.
Gosh, dang, 3-4 cops
This
for
gentleman
this?
is requesting a supervisor. If you could head this way, please.
So who told you that just because you got a call for service, you were allowed to have their ID?
I know you're a First Amendment auditor, sir.
So you should know this then. So why do you go out and do
But
the
I
things that
do
you know
have the
you're
right
not?
to identify you
No,
as
you-
being a call for service.
Like I
I have
said,
the
you
right
got
to identify you, make sure you don't have any warrants, that kind of thing.
You got the right to ask.
Okay, well, you are required to produce ID. In the
What law says that?
I don't know trust me, I know my
The-
ordinances.
the
There's state
only-
laws and then there's ordinances.
Okay, but the ordinances can't violate my Fourth Amendment.
But you do have the right to. You do have to identify yourself,
No, I've got an ID if you suspect me of a crime.
which I do. You're
What crime is that?
trespassing.
How am I trespassing? This is public
Because
property.
you've been asked to leave.
Public property?
They have the right to ask you to leave.
No, not if I'm here expressing or conducting my rights.
But you're also causing a disturbance.
No,
Allegedly.
I've allegedly. See, I've got video recording that shows.
Okay, but the security guard has the right to ask you to
ma'am.
leave.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
So if he come up to me and said, "Man, sir, I don't like the color of your skin. You got to leave." That means I got to leave.
That's not what he-
or is
yeah,
that a
that's-
violation of my rights? This is my First Amendment right. I'm here as a journalist collecting information for a news story.
Right, but if
There's
they're
a
asking
this
you
is
to leave
GSA
because you're
law.
causing a disturbance.
How? How am I? What is a
That's the
disturbance?
call we got. They said that you
So a
were
camera's-
causing a disturbance with an employee.
So a camera is causing disturbance because
I don't know the details.
Okay.
My partner.
Well,
is
then let me
talking
tell
to
you.
them.
Let me tell you. He came out before I came out and just before I even tried going in there. I'm looking at all this, and he comes out and says, "You can't come in because you're recording."
Okay. Well, I don't know. They're see they have right there.
Yeah, look.
Prohibition on photography and videography. Right
Where's
there.
the law for that? Because like over here, there's laws backing up these, right? There's no law for this one.
Okay,
And
well-
hold on. We're not done. Hold on.
Well,
GSA
we
federal
are,
law. Federal law
Because
says
you need to leave
I
the
am
conference
allowed
now.
for photographs,
Yes, sir.
for newsing, advertising, and
Yes,
commercial
sir.
purposes.
Sir, did you identify yourself or no?
No.
No.
Okay. Are you refusing to leave?
Do I have to?
Yeah, they don't want you here. It's trespassing. So if you refuse to leave, then
Can I talk to a supervisor?
I already
So
have
here's
him
the
on
deal.
the way, but
If
we're
you
not
refuse to
gonna
leave,
do
we can take you to jail. So
So are you threatening to arrest me if I don't leave right now?
We're giving you an opportunity.
Well, no. I'll leave if you guys are saying that I have to.
Yeah, you have to leave.
And
They
if-
don't, are you doing business here?
Yeah.
What kind of business are you doing?
I'm gathering information for a news story. I'm a
Okay,
journalist.
so he said you guys you can't film in here. So you have to
Well,
film
actually,
outside?
I understand he may say that.
Yeah, there's
but-
a policy there too.
Well,
It's in the
actually,
book. It's written.
they can have a policy, but there's a law here that says I
Okay.
can do it.
Okay.
One at a time.
They said they
No,
can't.
but
Well,
this is,
but they don't get to trump my rights.
okay, but this is the thing though. Like we have
Yeah.
the right to do this,
To do what?
To essentially guard their rights.
What rights are you
So-
guarding? Because you're trampling
This
over
is
mine
how
right now.
this is how it's gonna go. You can either leave right now, please, or we will arrest you for trespassing.
All right, that's what I need to know. Can I get a supervisor? I need a supervisor.
There's one on the way. You
I need
can
a supervisor.
contact him.
Sure.
No, I need a supervisor.
You can go wait over there on that
You
property.
can do it off the property.
I'm also going to need the name of that security
I'm
guard.
also going to
and
identify you too. What's your name?
you can no, you're
No?
not. Not.
No, I am going to identify you. Are you refusing to identify yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. I can take you to jail for that. You know that, right?
For what? What crime did I commit?
For interfering with the police.
How did I interfere?
Because you're interfering by not identifying yourself. I already
And you're
told
refusing
you.
to leave this property.
We were trying to give
I'm
you the
leaving right now.
opportunity.
You're still talking to me.
Then leave.
Okay. Can I get your guys' names
Bye.
and badge numbers?
Yep.
Sure.
I need your. What is it?
1632.
What's
Go.
your name?
Go now.
I'm walking. You
If
don't
you refuse to
control.
leave, I'll take you to jail.
I just said I'm leaving.
You're not
Except
leaving.
you can
I
do.
am.
You need to do
Well,
it.
I need your
after
names and
that.
badge numbers.
Are we done, Jenna?
Yeah, we're
I'm walking away. I'm walking away.
Put your hands behind your back.
Stupid.
Yeah,
Really super glad that they didn't stand there for 10 years talking to him about it.
I mean, they
Right,
want.
David had to take off, so he's no longer here.
Yeah, David had to take off. NCR had to leave, but thanks to both of them for coming up tonight.
Yes, thank you.
But yeah, they came in, told him to leave, and he didn't leave, so he got arrested.
Yep.
That's all he
I
had
mean,
to do
they
was leave.
told him what was going to happen, and he still decided to stay.
He's leaving. He's just walking backwards and needs a supervisor and needs names and badge numbers and needs to be told 15 times to go.
And the thing is, I'm leaving, but they'll say, I'm leaving, but I leave what did they say? You don't dictate how fast that I leave. No, you need to leave.
They think out talking people makes them win. That's what it is. If I out talk you and I talk over you, I'm right, you're wrong, I win. I can
Yeah.
do what I want.
He did the FAFO.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, guys, I got to go. I'm getting a bit tired right now.
Okay, I hope you feel better.
Feel
All right.
better,
I hope
Blackboard
I'll
Night.
by tomorrow.
All right, thanks for coming up, Blackheart Knight.
Thank you.
Later.
If you want to, Ray, we can go on to the next video if you want to.
Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting there.
Yes, ma'am. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out why do you want to record in the Social Security office? People are already gonna be uptight. Like, what are you trying to get my personal
I don't
information?
think that it's a matter of if they actually want to. It's a matter of getting the interaction that he got. Do you know what I mean? The arrest or the police interaction, I'm going to defend myself bullshit that they pull all the time, I
Right.
have a right to defend myself. Where does it say that?
Yeah, I would love to see them defend themselves against the police. Wouldn't that be, assault on the LEO?
Yeah, but it was on the security guard, so I don't know what that charge would be. I'd have to look it up, but I think there's a charge for that. If you assault like security personnel or like bouncers in a bar or something like that, there's like a special charge for that. So
Yeah.
I just forget what it is. Anyway, we have a vilified freedom video coming up next.
It's the vilified.
It's Mr. Vilified.
You know why I'm making this video? Because I can. If it's good enough excuse for him, it's good enough excuse for me.
Sir, can I help you?
No.
Why are you videoing?
Huh?
Why are you videoing?
Because I can.
No. Don't like that.
This is a public building, right?
As far as I know, we're not allowed to have video in here.
Yeah. I just walked right past the cop out front. I can go any place that's not restricted.
Oh, look, I don't want to go insinuating nothing because after all I'm doing is giving my opinions in these videos. But let me go and tell you what I do and I don't know. My man has either got a cold or he likes to play in the snow. Okay, it's okay. If you don't understand the reference, it's okay. You are probably an innocent person. Trust what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Well, he's only just walked across the hall and grabbed another door handle. And I'm telling you right now, I am convinced that this man is incapable. He's not capable of breathing through these nose.
Much later.
I have a quick question for you. Okay. Second story, second up there, it has a sign that says no video, but I don't see Ohio Revised Code on it. So that's just not a law. That's just a rule.
It's not a law. It's just a rule. Who is dumb enough to go down and argue that? Who is dumb enough to say, hey, upstairs where things are private, they don't want me videotaping. I need you to go tell them I can do that because there's no law on there. You are inside of a building. These are services that are being conducted. One does not have to be a genius to know that people don't want to be recorded while they're doing their job. I mean, good night. It's not rocket science here. It does not take a genius. And you're in the state of Ohio. You already know how people are in buildings in the state of Ohio. Acting any otherwise, you're just playing the role of an idiot.
It's still a law, whether it's supposed to be.
It has to have a Ohio Revised Code on the bottom of the sign that says if it's legal or not.
Okay.
Anybody can put up a sign. Okay. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could put up a sign.
Well,
that
I'm
says,
not in charge of putting up the signs.
I get that, but is it enforceable? That's so I don't want to break no laws or anything.
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Fucking idiot.
You see what I'm saying? Because I looked.
That would be a question for the courts.
The courts? Well, I understand that.
Much later.
Now, you would think he done made it through the building, right? He's outside now. All you got to do is escape. Make it to your vehicle, go on home, whatever you're going to do. Nope. What? Is he going to press his luck? He wants to mess around in the parking lot, videotaping cars and whatnot.
1 hour later.
What's happening, guy? Taking some video, are you?
You're a genius. He's a genius. You're an idiot. And I'm throwing opinions around. Hey, we've all got a label, right? I don't know you, but the fact that you're willing to go out here and audit and put people on the spot with your cell phone, it tells me everything that I need to know about you. You're an idiot. That's why you're here. But the one thing me and the officer got in common is we're going to sleep in our own beds tonight. Where you going to be?
Something going on, or?
Yeah, you guys violate people's rights all the freaking time.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
We do that to you here recently, or?
Yeah. I read the newspaper.
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Fucking idiot.
How you doing, sir? Hello. Hi. What's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on. He's currently trying to avoid the reality of the situation. He realizes he's getting into water that's over his head. And guess what? He can't swim.
Is there anything I can help you with? No? Can I ask what's going on?
See it?
Okay. What are you recording?
Anything I can see in public, bud.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number?
Officer Schmidt, 1937.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's your name?
Nope. I didn't break a law, so
Okay.
I'm not giving it. Oh, that's the guy that broke the law yesterday.
Oh.
Delusion.
What happened yesterday?
Doesn't improper lane change. I would get pulled over for that, right?
Oh, okay.
It's all right for you to do it, right? Right? Name and badge number.
Now he's going to stop here and he's going to do the whole give me your name and give me your badge number as if that means anything to anybody. I used to hide all that once upon a time until I found out that most don't even care about it. Anyway.
You're not allowed to be videotaping in the courthouse.
Yeah. Oh, where's that? What law is that, bud?
It's the court's rules.
Court's rule. That's in the courtroom, not the courthouse. So
It
get your.
includes their
So when I
physical
so
building as
no,
well.
it doesn't.
It does.
Show
now,
me.
now we're in the street now. Your citation for walking the street.
Okay, right here, the citation.
He's not in the street.
I'm not in the street.
Yeah. You were in the street when you stopped and talked to him.
Let me talk to the sergeant.
Okay, he's right there.
Just because I'm recording, he's going to ask me for my ID. Come on, this is why I'm down here. This is why. This is why I'm down here. That car is blocking the sidewalk there.
Something is blocking your nasal passage there. Look, I'm not here to judge nobody for what they do, don't do, nothing, whatever. What I'm trying to say is if you don't go messing with people, you then don't have people messing with you.
What car?
That car.
Sidewalk is right on the other side of the street.
Where does it say no trespassing?
Police department policy. The sidewalk's over there. You're on the street.
Jaywalking. Jaywalking. No, I'm not. So the
You're
bikes
in the
can't.
street when
Bikes
you
are
stopped
no.
and we were
No one
talking.
can. Yeah, I understand that.
Okay.
Then you try
So
to
you're
get
in
my
the
ID.
street. Yes, because I'm going to write you a citation for being in the street because there's sidewalks present on either side.
That's crazy.
So
That's crazy.
now I'm going to ask for your ID.
I'm not giving it.
Okay, then I guess we're going to go with the obstruction route.
That is the funniest thing I have ever heard.
You sure about that?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Why?
Because
Because you're walking in the street. It's a violation of law.
I was not walking in the street. If I was walking
You're
in the street
right now.
no, I'm not. What is this?
It's part of the street.
What is this? What are these lines for?
And that's a sidewalk over there.
Let me talk
That's
to the
where you're supposed to
captain.
be.
Let me
You're not
talk
talking to the captain.
Let me talk to the captain.
Nope. Do what you got to do.
Okay.
Book him down.
All right. You're under arrest for obstruction. You're under arrest. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
What am I doing?
Tell you what you're doing. You're trying to use people for money. You're trying to use loopholes through public policies to try to generate revenue. We don't like it. You mess around, you find out.
I got him here. I got him. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
I need double cup. Please. Please. Please.
You guys came to me. 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 I was on the sidewalk.
So that's the way it's done.
Do you not know it's no crime in Frauditor?
Wasn't so tough there at the end, was he?
Right. I mean,
No more.
he was literally crying like a big baby. Wham,
Yeah.
wham.
Yeah, he went from laughing to crying real quick.
He needed a wambulance.
He was literally crying like a big baby. You know, he had all the talk, but soon as the handcuffs came out, he went to crying.
Yeah.
And technically, he was in the street. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He was literally in the street.
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't say he was in the street if he wasn't in the street. They told him, go across the street and we won't have to do anything, you know.
Yeah.
But
then
you know,
he screamed it would be jaywalking.
But you know, that's too easy for them. They want to do things the hard way. So you do things the hard way, you pay the consequences for it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he got a trip to the Gray Bar Motel. Probably just gonna be there for a couple hours, but still, he got
Doesn't
arrested.
matter. You could be there a while waiting for them to identify you, but I think he's probably got a big enough record that they'll identify him pretty quick. And
But yeah, pretty sure they know who he, like you say, they know who he is anyway. Because you know, if the police department or the sheriff department know the local frauditor,
he still has to ID though. They can't just say, "Oh, I know who that is. Let me write him a ticket." He still has to ID.
Yeah,
it's still obstruction. Hey, Jaime.
What's going on, Jaime?
Hey, Jaime.
Of course, Ray is free. It's not like, you know, we don't hold Ray hostage. It's the other way around.
Yeah, it's the other way around. Okay.
It's the other way around. You know, she may say stuff to me sometimes. You know, she'll tell me, you know, Rob, you know, STFU, and I be quiet for a little while. Then I come back.
Say that. Never say that.
No, she don't say that.
Shut up.
No, she don't say that. She's sweet. She is sweet as, you know, I would say a Dutch apple pie, but you know, those kind of tarts. So I just say a regular apple pie.
I don't have zap abilities. That's on Hez's show.
So yeah, I can't get zap. Ha! Yeah, she don't have zap. She doesn't have zap ability, so I can't get zap. Even if I was on Head Show, he couldn't zap me. He would want to zap me. I'm too nice of a guy.
It's Rim Hicks. Oh, Tim Hicks. Okay.
But yeah, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the next video, you will really like this one.
I'm sorry.
You will really like this one because you get 2 in 1. You get one frauditor being arrested, and the other one get owned. It's a pretty good one.
Gee, what else happens?
Well, this is from, you know, I'm not gonna say what else, but let's just say it's from Lucid Dream, and we all know how much we miss her, and we wish that she'll come back.
Yes, that's true. I do wish that. But as my daddy used to say, wish in one hand, poop in the other. See which fills up fastest.
Oh, right.
He did used to say that all the time. I used to hate it. It's like, ugh, stop saying that to me, you know.
But we miss this wily old owl. I wish, you know, she'd come back.
Yeah.
Hey, Ray.
Yes? Okay, hold on a second. There you go.
Hi, everybody.
Tiny.
What's going on, Tiny?
Oh, just chilling.
He's like, he doesn't look like he wants much to be. He's like, Mom, I don't want to be on the camera.
He looked like, you know, he looked like he was, you know, like he was asleep.
No.
What was he doing? Just chilling with Highway Star?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fixing to go for a walk.
Oh,
in
okay.
your
It's time for
house-
walkies.
Yeah. In your house, who is the primary human? And who is the spare?
Well, hold on just a second. I would have to say the primary is Highway Star, but I'm always being accused of spoiling Tiny too much. But it's Highway Star.
I believe that. I do. I could have figured out it was, you know, that way, because in my house, Joseph's the primary, I'm the spare. But he does love both of us, so it's fine with me. You know, I get my cuddles. I call it rent. When he cuddles with me, I make him pay rent. I give him kisses. He's like, stop. You know.
But let's just say until Joe come on, to Highway Star come on, y'all, you both are the primaries.
Oh yeah.
Plus, I have to do all the bad, like, quote unquote bad stuff to him, like give him his ear mite medicine and clip his nails and do all that stuff he hates. So he looks at me like, ugh, she's probably gonna do something to me if I go near her, you know. But that's not the case. I just want him to be healthy. That's all.
Yeah, but they love you. They're not gonna be too mad at you.
Nah, not for very long. He takes a nap, he forgets about it, he's fine.
You know, that's like with my sister's dog Wolfie. I walk in there and she sees her food bowl. Oh, she's loving all over everything, all over me.
Yeah. It's all about the food.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's all about the foods and treats.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. Especially those treats.
Yeah.
Oh, Highway Star, I think because you came in through, or he might have come in. Yeah, he's on the phone side, like the short side, and you're on the YouTube side. So sometimes you can't see the chat from both of those.
He's on a
okay.
What is it? The vertical side?
Yeah, he's on the vertical side. Highway Star's on the regular YouTube side. So
okay, that explains a lot because on my laptop, I see Stephen Robertson, but I don't see him on my phone in chat.
right. Yeah. Because Stephen Robinson is, I believe, also on he's on the phone side, the vertical side. So
he's
you're
on the
not going
phone
to see
side.
all the chat. Yeah, because we're streaming to both at the moment. So it's something that Frauditor Comedy Show taught me. Oh, and speaking of, our background here for today is sponsored by Frauditor Comedy Show. She made this for us, and she also made our thumbnail that we had
Those
for
are
this evening.
nice.
So we'll show it to you in full when we're done with this video. So.
I'm sorry, I had
the
to
wrong
bring
one.
Tiny in.
Yeah, so Stephen Robinson, you're probably not getting the chat from the people that are on the regular YouTube side because you're on the phone side. So
Right.
yeah. But even on your phone, you can enter in through the YouTube side. Like you'll see two thumbnails if you go to the channel. Just enter into the one that you want to be in. Like there's one with a phone next to it and one without a phone looking thing next to it. So it's up to you which one you want to go in. That's all.
Hey, Ray, I'm sorry I had to bring Tiny in to say hi. I hadn't done that yet.
No, don't be
Oh
sorry.
no,
We
you're
like seeing
fine.
him.
You're okay. Tiny is everybody's little doggy here, so of course.
I would show
Oh,
you,
yeah.
but my door is shut, so he can't get in here.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, let's play the video.
Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and I have fallen down a rabbit hole of frauditors in schools, and yeah, I'm just angry about it. Like, I'm actually angry. You know, thankfully, it's not all that popular yet. I don't want to give them any bright ideas, but at least most of them have enough common sense to know that it's just not a good idea. But the ones that I have found have just made me angry. Before we get started, thank you to all of my channel members and subscribers. I would not be here without you. The video you are about to see is kind of a two-parter. We're going to start out with the arrest of a frauditor named Katie Kidman. And followed behind that is going to be one of her vile sycophants following up at the elementary school she was arrested at. So let's go ahead and get into it.
This guy has no sense of humor whatsoever.
Well, we have a great sense of humor, both of us. We don't think you're very funny.
You don't. Why not? Why? All I have is a camera and my white sunglasses and some water. And a badge like you.
We also let us know, yeah, you don't have permission to be here.
We're both human beings in flesh and blood, right? So, I mean, why would you want to see me get locked in a rat cage?
We didn't make the
And
choices.
you wouldn't even
Just
flinch.
like we teach students, we didn't make your choices for you. You made your choices. Your consequences are your consequences.
And you wouldn't even flinch if they put me in a nasty old dirty rat cage with
I
all
didn't make the
rusted,
choices you made, so
rusted bars and
I
everything.
didn't have any qualms whatsoever with the choices you made. Whatever your consequences are your consequences.
These tyrants are arrest happy.
We're not even a minute in, and this moron is talking about tyrants. These are teachers. They are not government employees. They are teachers. Just, what is wrong with people?
Yeah, they lock you up in those cages and come over here and try to, you know. But they probably won't come because I'm on public property right here. Highly unlikely that they'll even come over here. But I can see now how you guys waste taxpayer money and resources by calling the police on a grandma who's over here checking on the kids. You don't want anybody over here checking on anything.
We
I gotta
invite
check
people on
on
campus all the time. We
everybody.
actually have people on campus working with kids.
Not invited by you. I don't trust you anymore.
You don't need to trust me.
You have to come into these places uninvited and unannounced. You want to find out what's going on. You cannot announce your arrival so you guys can hide everything and
No, nobody announces their arrival. We invite them in and they show their ID. They check in. You didn't do any of those things. You didn't even wear a badge
Check
that has
in.
your
Where's-
name on it.
I have it right here. Where's
No,
that?
when you were asked what your name was, you were not truthful.
This right here
You
is-
said your name was Betty.
It's my Betty. It is. It's Betty Buttcrack. That's who I am when I have my camera on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That in itself tells me everything I need to know about this idiot. But I also think it's hilarious that she thinks that the police aren't going to show up just because she thinks she's on public property because she's inside a school. I do find that hilarious.
Yes. There they are. Look, you did call them. There's two of them. Look, she can't wait for them to get here. Look at her. Oh, hurry. She has a camera. Bring the handcuffs. If they arrest me, you're not going to sleep very well tonight.
I'll sleep just fine, thank you.
No, you won't. You will not.
Are you threatening me?
Yeah, you're going to have nightmares about locking me up.
No, I will not have nightmares about you.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Fine and dandy. And you?
You remember me?
Yeah.
We were there over by the gym that one.
Parker. Oh, yeah.
Principal?
And Arias? She's really cool, this lady.
Oh, okay.
Don't let her lie. She likes me.
She likes you?
Yeah. This is the assistant principal. Do you know the First Amendment?
I do. So at this time, you're going to be placed under arrest for trespassing, okay?
Arrest?
It's Officer Parker, that's number 80. So at this point, I don't know if you want to stop the recording or
You can't arrest me for
We're
being
going
in
to-
an office building.
you've been asked to leave a couple of times. So if you want, I don't want to.
She did not. Wait. Let's watch the video. She didn't ask me to leave.
That's great. As soon as you.
Can you take
Stop.
that out of my hand?
But you want the
Yeah.
bottle out of your hand?
Yeah.
And again, the camera. Do you want to turn it off?
She didn't ask me to leave.
Okay.
No. She asked me to stop recording. Can we
She
watch
said-
the video
Hold on, we can.
to prove it?
We can.
Okay.
But first, we're gonna stop.
Okay, so let's watch it.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna set this down over here so we don't drop it.
You can't arrest me for being in public school property.
Based on the information I have now. Yes, you're under arrest.
So either this cop, I take it
Right,
back.
can
So
you
either
pause it
this
for a minute?
pig never watched the video to see that she was never at.
Quick question. I wonder how many schools has she been trespassed from? Because she's the only frauditor that I know that loves to go to schools.
A lot of them, actually.
I mean, it's kind of creepy when you got a creepy old hag like this lady here. They just show up at school and want to record. You know, it's all about the kids. I want to take, make sure the kids is not being harmed. No, you have no business being on their property.
No, no. The security is supposedly like very tight in a lot of schools. So how she even got to that point in the office is beyond me. Because whenever I would go pick up my sister's kids from school, I had to stand outside, ring the bell, hold up my ID to the camera, then they would buzz me in and I had to show it again in the office.
Right.
To make sure that I was on the approved like pickup list and stuff. So I don't know how she even got in.
Most
to the
likely,
office.
most likely she probably lied to get in, because that's the only
I
way she
don't
could get
know.
in.
They might have different rules, like you could come in the office, but then you have to show an ID to pick up a kid. I don't know, but I know that I would have never thought that recording the whole process or recording them was acceptable.
Right. Exactly.
It's
Rights.
kids.
Right. Ruckus. Yeah, he was trespassed for every school in the county because he kept recording and showing up at schools, and a
Yeah,
lot of the parents was was very
concerned.
concerned about that.
Yeah, because I mean, I know I would be if there was a creep that kept showing up, male or female. That doesn't matter because anybody could be a creep.
Well, that's
Oh yeah, and speaking about that fool right there, Rights Workers Revolution, he also frauded a bus. He also frauded a city bus, and he got thrown off the bus, and he was trespassed from using the bus in the county for an entire year. And we haven't seen the video from him. We haven't seen the video from him in a minute.
What were you gonna say, Tiny?
well, whenever I used to work for a service like DoorDash, it's a Texas owned delivery, and I had a delivery I had to make to a school, and I had to take, and whenever they would let me in, I would have to show them on my phone who the delivery was going to, and then they had to call the parent to verify.
Yeah.
So how Betty Butt Crack's able to get away with this crap is beyond me.
It's California.
Oh yeah.
But in
That's
this
the only-
case, but isn't it's California? She getting arrested.
Yeah.
Well, because she's a problem, like you can't. They treat schools a lot different in every situation, I think. So I don't know.
Right. But I guess they take schools, like you said, a little bit more seriously than you take fools standing on the sidewalk harassing people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the sidewalk's public. There's not much they can do,
Right.
Yeah, because I would have to wait for the parent to be called, to verify that I was supposed to be there, and it was for the child who was at school. It was no big deal though, because I kept in touch with her and she kept in touch with me, and but yeah, but how she's getting away with it. Well, yeah, this is California, but in other states I've seen them not even do anything to them whenever they go to a school.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Very. So.
Or he watched the video, saw that she was never asked to leave, and charged her with the crime anyway.
Or she didn't record being asked to leave, or she didn't put it in her video because it doesn't fit the narrative. I mean, that sounds like that could be a possibility too.
I watched the video in its entirety, and I am going to make the allegation that it was not Katie Kidman that committed a crime at that school on that day. It was the principal that committed a crime at that school on that day for providing false information to police that resulted in the arrest of Katie Kidman. On November the 14th of 2022, I went to Isaac Miller Middle School to do a follow-up interview and to ask the principal some questions, not just related to the incident of Katie Kidman's arrest, but also I wanted to get information on school policies regarding filming on campus.
They locked the door and they're closing the blinds. Huh. All right, I guess I'll wait for them to reopen. I was walking up, I heard the door click, and I can see the blinds closing, so maybe they're closing for lunch. See if anybody's in there. No, I'll wait for them to open. Oh, all righty then. You work here?
I do.
You know why the office is closed? It's not 3:30 yet. It's kind of strange. That causes me quite a bit of concern. For obvious reasons. I mean, should we call the police? Should I call the police?
I don't think so. Let me see if I was
Hey, go ahead and come on in. Hi.
You have no lawful business being here. Unless you have a question, you can go see our student supervisor at Sousa Center.
Wait,
I
slow
have
down.
students on campus.
Slow down.
Can I ask what you're doing here?
Slow down, slow down, slow down.
No, I would like to ask what you're doing here.
Oh, wait, slow down. I'm really.
I would like to ask what you're doing here.
Okay,
And if you have no lawful business being here, I would like to ask you to please leave.
Okay, you're not letting me speak. You're talking over. You're asking me a question and then you're talking. So slow down a second, okay? Let me ingest what you're telling me because you just said a lot of words, and I'm really slow. I have a 9th grade education, so just give me 1 second. Let me process what you just said, okay? So I'm born again, and I'm with Sheep. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
Okay, so I'm born again, and I'm with Sheep Show Media, and I'm here to speak to the principal.
The principal's not here right now.
Okay, so then how about an assistant principal?
I'm the assistant principal.
May I get your name, please, for the record?
My name is Kenny Durbin.
Thank you, Kenny Durbin. Durbin, right?
And again, if you have no lawful business being here, I would like to ask you to leave, please.
Okay, so again, you interrupted me when I was
did
just
not.
getting ready to explain to you what my lawful business here was.
So you have a student here.
I'm sorry. Did you ask me if I had a student here? Or did you ask me if I had lawful business? Again, you're going too fast for me. Because first you said lawful business, and now you're asking if I have a
Lawful
student
business would
here.
be if you have a student here.
That's the only lawful business that can.
There's other lawful business.
Okay, so, okay, go ahead.
So I would like to ask you to leave if you have no lawful business here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Have a good day.
You have a good day.
I will.
You know, at least he's being honest and saying, you know, I didn't make it past the 9th grade. I'm stupid. Just slow it down a little bit for me. But at the same time, he is going to continue to talk in circles for most of this interaction. But they saw him coming. 100%. They saw his ass coming, and they're like, nope, we're not doing this again.
You can leave.
Oh, no, yeah, no, I'm saying her. Yeah.
Again, I would like to ask you if you have any lawful business here.
And I would like to ask you.
Sorry, I got something to show you guys. So let me.
Oh, look at right. Oh, we got our. Oh, we got Leo.
Leo. Oh.
We got our resident kitty.
He just wants to be on my shoulder. He doesn't want to go look at the camera. But can you look at them for just a minute, please? No.
Hi, Leo.
Like they can see my butt. I'm sorry, guys. He doesn't want to look at the camera. He doesn't want to hug. Yeah, he just wants to hug.
Leo.
Oh, there he goes. Okay. Here.
Hey, good boy.
Hold on my headphones.
Hi.
Good boy. Yes, a good boy. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah, he's not in the mood.
Yes, we all love Leo.
Yes.
They want to see our resident animals today. Yeah. Oh God, he's shedding like mad right in my face.
Oh yeah. Shedding that winter coat.
Funny bun. I gotta restart the video. He's like, no, Mom. All right, sorry guys. Let me just.
Exactly. He's like, look at my butt. Look at my butt.
Jesus Christ. Oh, okay, sorry. He was like being a maniac, so I had to put
It's
him
all
down.
good. It's all good.
All right.
But that was Leo, guys. Yeah, he's like, look at my butt. Look at my butt. I don't know what it is about cats, but they always want you to look at their ass. I don't know why.
Again, if you're going to let me respond to that, or if you're going to interrupt me again.
I just asked you the question.
Okay. So what I was trying to explain to you before you interrupted me the last time was I'm born again. I'm with Sheep Show Media. I came here to ask to speak to the principal. I'm doing a follow-up story on a false arrest that was made here on another independent journalist. I have concerns as a concerned citizen. I watched the video in its entirety. And after viewing that video, nowhere on the video did I ever see anybody from this facility ever ask that independent journalist to leave. And then when the police responded, pursuant to the statements made by the police department, somebody from this school made the statement that she was asked to leave and she refused to leave. And based on the video that I watched, that's a false statement. A false statement made on the record to law enforcement, and it resulted in an unconstitutional false arrest of a private
I'm going to
citizen.
stop you there again.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with any lawful business here on campus. That has to do with something entirely different. So again, for about the 5th time, I would ask you to leave if you have no lawful business here.
Well, please correct me
Thank
if I'm.
you. Have a good day.
Okay, you don't need to be rude.
I'm not being rude.
If you're going to be
I'm
rude to
asking
me,
you
I'm
very
going to
nicely.
respond in kind. If you're going to be
Thank
rude,
you.
I'm
You've
going to
been asked
respond
to,
in
you've
kind.
been asked to
I think
leave.
you need
Thank
to
you.
do
We're
what
going
you
to make
need
a
to
phone
do.
call to the police so that
Okay.
you're aware.
Okay. So can we continue this dialogue because I have a question regarding
We're
you
not
being
having
asked
any
to leave.
conversation.
Oh,
You've been
okay.
asked to leave because you
Several
have
times.
no
Well, I'm asking for
lawful business for the
clarification.
school.
I'm asking for clarification.
Do you have a student here?
I'm asking for clarification.
Correct. I'm asking you a question
I'm
for your
asking you a
clarification.
question.
Do you have a
I'm
student
asking
here?
you a question.
Okay. You do not have
I'm
any
asking for
lawful business
clarification.
here.
I'm asking for clarification. Oh, okay. So, according to them, I don't have any lawful business here. Huh.
And she is absolutely right. You have no lawful business at that school. You have absolutely no reason to be at that school. You are there to pick a fight over some idiot who also got arrested at that elementary school who was not supposed to be at that elementary school. So you're going to sit there and go and complain about the fact you didn't hear anywhere in the video without ever taking into consideration that it was probably edited out. You are a fucking moron, just like the fucking moron who got arrested.
Huh. But that is really strange because I have the penal code in my pocket and it describes what lawful business is, and I'm trying to get clarification from them. And they're refusing to give me clarification. So I'm kind of confused. Oh, there you are again. So again, can I get clarification on something regarding something that you told me? You're going to ignore me? Because I have the penal code right here in my pocket, and you are an educator.
Take that to the police.
I'm trying to get clarification from you based on information that you've just given me.
Have a great day.
Are you refusing to talk to me? Okay.
Someone needs to give these teachers a medal.
I need clarification because I have the penal code that you're trespassing me on in my pocket, and it specifically describes what lawful business is. And I believe that I'm here on lawful business, but you're telling me that I'm not.
Business is then.
Yes, I'm here to ask questions of the administrative staff. I came directly from the street to the office. I contacted that gentleman who identified himself as the vice president. I asked to speak to the principal of the school.
Okay.
He said the principal of the school was not here.
Correct.
Okay, so I came
She
here.
is now.
Oh, thank you. You're the principal,
Yes.
and your name is.
My name is Kathy Blackburn.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
but I don't have to answer your question. So I'm asking you, if you don't have a student here, I'm asking that you leave, and that if you cannot leave, then you are considered trespassing, and the police have been called so that they can then address the issue. If you have
Okay.
a student on campus that we need to be concerned about, that you have business to do with here regarding our school, you
Right.
are welcome to be here.
Right.
But you have a camera on. I've not been asked permission to be videotaped. If you have caught any video of our students, then you are outside the law, federal law. And so it's my job to protect the school and our students. And so I've asked you to go. You did not speak kindly to my APU, who was just very direct. You might not have liked what he was asking or saying. It was very direct. You've been asked to go. Is there a reason you cannot leave, sir?
Yes, you're the principal. It's your school. If you're asking me to leave and you have a lawful authority to ask me to leave, I'm gone. I'll be happy to leave. I have the utmost respect for you and your school. The problem is
that right there. I'll leave, but he's not going to leave. He's going to stand there and argue with her over and over and over again about the same bullshit because he has nothing better to do. He has no intention of leaving, even though he just told her, if you ask me to leave, I will leave. She asked you to leave. So kick rocks. Get the fuck out.
The problem is that I'm not understanding what you're saying is lawful business because I just asked. May I finish my statement?
I'm sorry. Yes, of course.
Okay. You asked me if I had a student here, and I did not respond to that question, but I asked the assistant principal.
Yes.
Okay, I asked the assistant principal if there was any other business that could be conducted here other than having a student here, and his answer to me was yes. So
okay, but if you state your business, then it's not unpredictable. Instead, you're acting in an unpredictable manner, making it a very unsafe environment for those of us, me, who's responsible for everyone on this campus at this moment. If you would like to state your business and ask what that is, I'm not sure why it would require recording us without our permission. So I have stated again, I've not given you permission to record me. I'm asking you to please stop recording. And I'm also going to ask that you do not upload it to any social media, as I choose that as my personal right to not be a part of. So if you would like to honor those things, I can answer your questions around school business. But you have not stated your purpose for being here. You have been asked to go.
Okay,
You said you don't have business, or you do.
Okay, I said that I believe that I do. I can address all three of the concerns that you just raised. One of the concerns that you just raised is I have not stated my lawful business. I did state my lawful business here to the assistant principal very clearly and concisely.
And what was that?
I haven't stated it to you yet because we're not there yet. I'm trying to get to that. Okay,
But I'm not interested in having the conversation if that can't be where you start.
Okay, if you'd like me to start there, I'll start there.
Because I requested your presence, your reason for your presence.
Oh, okay. So the reason that I'm here is I'm born again, and I'm with Sheep Show Media, and I'm doing a follow-up story on what many people believe was the unconstitutional arrest of a member of the independent media. There's a video posted on social media, okay? And in that video,
And with that, I'm going to ask you to stop because I'm not going to speak to it.
Okay.
It is currently under trial, so
Okay.
you can deal with that then. I'm
but
not
I'm
going
not.
to speak to that.
I didn't ask you to speak to that. You asked
Okay,
me for
but
my
I'm not
business here, and I'm trying to.
Correct.
I'm trying to explain to you.
Correct. But if it has anything tied to that, I have no interest in having a conversation with you.
Oh,
if you
okay.
would like to talk about the school business, we can talk about that. This is not school business.
Oh, okay.
So I appreciate your opinion. I appreciate your thoughts around it, but I have asked you to go.
Yeah.
You have not left. So you're going to find
Right.
yourself in the same position as we have called the police because you've been asked to go and have not. You have not stated business that I need to have with you regarding school, the function of school, the safety of school, or any member of my school. So
Okay.
I'm asking you to go. I'm going to go inside now and you can do whatever you need to do.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Is everyone?
Bye. I'm leaving now. What a tyrant bitch.
No, that was you getting read to filth by a teacher because you are a little bitch. She just had the most epic mic drop of all time. Someone needs to buy that woman a coffee. So we're gonna cut him here because there's no coming back from that. He is, I mean, that's a DOA. He is done for. And the last little clip is just the results of the trial that is taking place the day that this guy is at the elementary school of the frauditor that we saw arrested in the first bit of the clip.
I wanted to give you an update. The jury deliberated for about 15 or 20 minutes after I testified, and we went through the whole trial. And the judge again asked my attorney to hurry up twice today. He never asked the DA to hurry though. And he tried to get the case, what do you call it? Dismissed, like he called for a mistrial because of the way that the DA was handling it. He objected to everything. And so I was found guilty on all counts, and I have court on Monday to be scheduled or sentenced.
And that is all that matters, is guilty on all counts. It is music to my ears. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe.
That was a lucid dream. Guilty on all counts. Well, stay off of school property where you don't belong there.
Yeah. Got no right or no reason to be there.
No.
And then the idiot come up behind her, I was waiting for him to get arrested, but he got owned by a school principal. That was even better.
Heck yeah.
And it's like she said, she could edit anything she wants out of that video to make it look like she was never asked to leave. I am in full belief that yeah, I'm in full belief that they asked her to go. And that, why wouldn't they tell her to leave? That makes no sense.
I mean, they literally asked that idiot over 10 times to leave, and he's still trying to state, tell him what he saw and what he wanted to tell him. And like Lucy said, he kept speaking in circles and never got to the freaking point.
Right.
Again, I will ask, what does being born again have to do with anything?
I don't know. Born again and Katie Kidman must have smoked too much mouth. I would say the other one, but I don't want to get kicked out.
Is not, he can't possibly be born again with the way he acts. And I don't know if you remember any of his so-called audits, but there's no way that man is born again and acts that way.
No.
No.
Every so-called born again I've ever known, they were pretty kind people, They weren't mean people. They wouldn't go out and do that to others.
No.
So I don't know. Must be when it suits his convenience to use that as like, maybe they'll be nicer to me if they think I'm some religious person, you know. But yeah, no.
Yeah, but you know, it's too well. Let's just say this: tonight we saw in this one video saw two idiots. One get arrested and one get on, and the other one and she got found guilty. I think that's the same one with it. You know, they told her she had to stay off of school property for some amount of time. Because in one video she got caught on school property, and she was running from the police all through traffic.
Yeah, she got trespassed from all schools for a year. Because I remember unclean hands covered when she got off of her probation and finally did videos again, like full videos. Yeah, he covered it because she had to stay off of all that stuff for a whole year. So,
well, I don't know. I haven't seen anything. Well,
Highway Star is a shtick that doesn't work. None of their shticks work. You know.
No, it doesn't.
That principal stated it exactly right. I have a job to do. I have a campus to protect. It's all on me. Get lost.
Right.
Like they said, they have no lawful reason to be in there. They didn't have any children there. No. So what was the point of being there?
Right.
He was trespassing.
So, turn around and go the way you came, or whichever way you want to exit out of this campus. Just go. You know.
Get to stepping.
And
exactly what it was a mic drop. She made him look. He was already stupid anyway. She made him look even more.
And he walks away calling her a bitch. What kind of born again person would walk away calling someone a bitch?
Exactly.
Because he's not.
Right. But well, I just don't. I have a personal vendetta against people who lie. I just don't. It's been a good portion of my childhood being lied to, and I just have a thing. Like, it instantly makes me see red when somebody's, like, especially lying for like personal gain, which is what I see frauditors doing, because they know it'll get them money to lie to cause interactions that get them views to get money.
That's all what it's about.
Yep.
The almighty dollar.
Can't tell you how much that pisses me off. I will get a headache, from trying to control my temper. But yeah.
But yeah, I think we had a very
so you know how I'm feeling when they flat out balls out just tell blatant lies.
Right.
Like, what is the matter? They obviously didn't get beaten off as children, so.
Right. But you know what they say? What strode the cats? You got the lie to fraud.
Lie to fraud it, yeah.
Exactly.
And it's the truth. It is the ultimate truth. Because if
and
you
then
were to
you
tell
gotta
the truth,
move goalposts.
Yeah, move the goalpost, lie, interpret the way you want it to go in your favor, just whatever you got to do to get that interaction, get those police called. Highway Star, I'm not sure. I don't know what happened to her. I think she was sick, but I don't know.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything else from her. She was having health problems. Other than that, we haven't heard anything else from her. She haven't posted anything.
Yeah.
But obviously she's okay, and
whenever
she's ready to come back.
Yeah. Just put her in your thoughts, put good thoughts out, and hope for the best.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, I think we had a really good stream tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And we'll have another one. we wanted to keep it a surprise until now, but we're also going to be live tomorrow afternoon. Because we have a special video. It's an all-in-one video, but it's different things. I'm not going to tell you what it's about yet. It's different things in one video, but it's the same topic. So it's going to be very, very interesting. It's a video that Blackheart Knight turned us on to. And it's going to probably bring forth a lot of good discussion. So
yeah.
We're going to set that up. And of course, you guys will get, if you are subscribed, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because that's how you might get notified from YouTube. I can't guarantee they're going to send out notifications in a timely manner, but make sure you're subscribed so you know that we're about to be live. It's going to be 4 p.m. again, Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Same time as always, just we're going to have an extra stream this week.
Exactly.
All right.
It's gonna be a good. Then Thursday, we will have we're gonna have crazy wild body cam videos part 2. And believe me, we got some crazy videos for you.
Okay. So I hope everyone has an awesome Monday tomorrow. Mondays always come and go, so make the best of it. And we will see you in the afternoon if you can make it. All right.
See y'all tomorrow.
See you, everybody.
Bye.